Public Works Committee meeting for October 6, 2025. Councilor Wolverton?
Here.
Gear?
Here.
Sims?
Here.
Nelms?
Here.
Harden?
Here.
All here.
Thank you. May I have a motion to dispense the reading and approval of minutes from September 22nd?
So moved. Second.
Ooh, I'll take the,
I heard a so moved, so I went second.
I'll go motion by
Every committee in here.
Sims, second by Harden. That's what I heard first.
Okay.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right, so that should be 5-0. We have no old business. We have new business, 270925, request consideration to work in the city right away to install steps and handrail at 421 Devon Drive.
That's me. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I need to present it or something.
Yeah, we're gonna talk through this. I
Okay.
think.
So there's two options he's proposing. One is to put some stairs and a handrail in the right of way down where the driveway and the street meet. It's a pretty steep driveway, you can see, so that would make walking up a lot easier. The second proposal is simply to put a handrail only to hold on to as you walk up. So if you have any questions for Andrew, he's here.
I mean, just some additional detail. Me and my wife live there. We have a 2-year-old, so we have people coming over with like small kids to just be helpful, and also my mom, who's in her mid-60s, comes and helps watch our daughter during the day. So mainly for her benefit, I think, walking up and down. But you know, small kids, older people, just safety concern. That's the main idea.
Brian, do we have a better topography picture?
It's very steep. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
It's up way up on the hill. It's very
Yeah,
steep.
this picture is very flattened out.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I was.
Yeah, you could probably pull it up on Google Maps.
Oh,
or
I see.
something.
It's actually not on, I've tried, and it's so outdated, you can't even see the house.
Okay.
It's up very steep.
Yeah,
It's up.
this is about as good as it's gonna get right now.
I do have a question. I know, obviously, your mom is coming over and watching your child, which is a wonderful thing to have. And again, I don't know how representative this picture is, because the driveway looks really wide. Does she not want to pull up into the driveway to get closer to the
That
house and
was
stairs?
gonna be my question.
Yeah, she does sometimes, but sometimes me and my wife are both parked up there, so it's taken. And other times, like, you know, she may just want to go for a walk, you know, with Karina, our daughter, and just, you know, just basic stuff like that. They just come in handy.
So just general access to your house
Yeah.
from the road when you're walking. You think you would use that? You
Yeah.
come up steps and use a handrail?
And even feel more comfortable just with guests coming over, like, if they park on the street, you know, because sometimes I worry, like, will somebody trip or something, so.
We owned a house on Poinciana that was the steepest house on the street. And somebody in the past actually put steps in the driveway.
I've seen those.
Yeah, I've seen
those. Oh, you live in the house?
Yeah, Ann lived in it.
Yeah.
We just rented it out for a long time.
There's a couple like that.
Yeah, and it's tough walking up that driveway without it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's a tough.
I think it's walking down is the hard part.
Do you have a,
yeah.
do you have a
Especially
plan?
I've met your mom before.
It's
walking
slick.
that dog.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and your dog.
I'll make a motion
So,
to
yeah.
Oh, wait,
Well,
hold
hold on.
Wait, yeah. And also,
allow
do
work in the right of way.
you have a plan for the materials?
Stairs.
I was going to ask about that, if you
Yeah.
guys have a preference, because I don't really have a preference.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that before we approve it, we probably need to think about what those materials might look like,
Yeah.
because I think, you know, people would want it to be
I feel like we usually
in
have
keeping with,
meetings first.
you know, the
Yeah,
surrounding
concrete.
neighbors, so probably like a metal,
Yeah.
a nice looking metal railing. And are you planning on doing stairs? Cause you said you had,
Either or, like, it just depends. We want to talk to some contractors, you know, and kind of see what they think and what it would look like, and, you know, pricing, of course, but like just a rail would be cheaper, but.
Well, it would. I think stairs
Rendering.
Yeah,
in the long term better for you, but, you know, I think you need to come back to us with what you think you're gonna do.
Yeah, I think we've usually had anything like this with some pretty detailed renderings, dimensions, you know, materials, those sorts of things.
yeah, like how many stairs and what that handrail looks like and, Like, is it gonna go all the way up the driveway, or is it gonna?
Only roughly 15 feet, like basically just in the right of way area up to that second line. That's pretty much 15 feet from like the start of that black line.
And I would,
And-
I mean, I
Can you
would
bring
also-
that information to us?
Well, I mean, I was
Can you-
just basic stuff like let's say it's stairs, it's concrete stairs and like a metal rail.
Okay, so if we approve it,
I'll do that.
we just need to know what materials, how far up, and, sir?
We might
I
not.
I don't know.
I see,
I still would like to see, oh, so,
Alex.
Yeah.
yeah,
So, yeah, usually we have more information than this before we approve it. And usually that information includes some sort of drawing that shows not just what it's gonna look like, but how it's gonna be built so that the fourth floor can go, in other words, it's gotta be, the resolution has to be specific as to what is allowed and what's not. And the fourth floor has to have the capability to go out and judge what's being built as compared with what's approved. And so what I would suggest is that you probably put that information together in terms of whatever it is you want, right? Stairs, rail, whatever. And that even if you want to, is this Cable?
Wyatt.
Or do you want it Wyatt?
It's in the Wyatt's world.
Is it?
Well,
It's kind of both of you, I think.
yeah, it would.
Because, okay,
We both would.
so what I would suggest is that you get together with Cale Smith and Wyatt Pugh, and Wyatt's here so you can get his contact information. And they can help you with sort of what information they're gonna need, and then come back to the council at that point for approval of that, because I don't think it can be approved until that happens and until they're comfortable with it.
Yeah, well, I used AI to try to generate some like pictures of potentially what I might want. I could pass this around, or I don't know if I can send it to somebody, but like just something kind of like this.
It needs to kind of be from the contractor, so.
Yeah, it needs to be more
Yeah,
formal than
usually
AI.
a contractor will do that for you.
I mean, if you're not gonna
Will
do it,
provide you
then
with something.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Especially something with a slope like this, that's gonna require there are gonna be certain regulations that have to be met with regard to how many stairs you can have and what the grade is and all of those things. I would, again, my suggestion would be that you go talk with the fourth floor about it, get Wyatt's information tonight, talk with him, and then you can come back to council, and it may even be the next council, but you can come back to council for approval at that point, because I just don't think, I don't want to speak for Wyatt, but I don't think Wyatt has the information that he needs or can get that tonight in order to know, to say, hey, what's being built is what the council was thinking should be built. So,
A black line on that, isn't it?
Here's the language
Mr.
that
Kendrick, yeah.
typically is in the, to permit the installation of steps and handrails in the right of way pursuant to a permit issued by the building inspection department and as described in exhibit 1. Typically, we have a photograph or some drawing showing what the construction is gonna be so that they know what to permit and we know what's approved.
Yeah, I just don't think, I mean, I'm, again, not on the committee, but I don't think we can make an educated decision for Wyatt and for the neighborhood and for anybody else based on a line drawn on a photograph. I think we've gotta have more information than that. It's gotta be what actually is gonna be there, what is it gonna look like, does it meet the code, is it appropriate, et cetera, and I don't think that
It has
is
to meet code.
meeting that.
It's
Yeah,
gotta
it has to
have
meet
certain-
code, right.
It's
That's
gotta
my
have a
concern.
certain height of each step.
We inspect steps that go up to people's front porches, so this would go.
Can we approve the working the right of way, or do we need
no,
to just ask?
the approval in the right of way would be limited to what is proposed, and so you
Yeah, it's
you
gotta
can't
have
really
exhibit.
approve it until you know what's being built.
Okay, so
and-
not pending any of that, we just.
No, so again, just because of timing, how we're working here with this being October,
And we're not having to do it.
I think my suggestion would be, I don't know that this council's gonna be able to get to this. And so I think what's more likely to happen is if you can get with the fourth floor, talk to them about it, get something together, and then once you have it together, you can talk with the city manager about it, or you can go through the city manager from the beginning even, and with Mr. Adams, and he can coordinate with the fourth floor, I'm used to doing this the other way. But you can talk to Mr. Adams, and then that way it can come up as one of the first items for the new council when they start meeting next month.
It needs to be a full plan.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it has to be a full plan.
Yeah, okay. So I'll just bring more detail and, yeah.
And I would just say get in touch with Mr. Adams and he can help you from there.
Okay, but
And
just
now-
real quick though, just to try to potentially prevent another round of this, like,
Mhm.
if we did just something extremely simple and we just decided now, like, let's just say just a aluminum premium handrail, and I could find like an image that stretches 15 feet, 3 feet tall, could that potentially be approved tonight, just for the sake of
No.
efficiency? No?
Yeah, there's just not, again, there's not enough information. If they approved it, there's no guarantee you would get a permit for it. Because the fourth floor, it's gonna have to permit whatever you do, and there's not the detail to permit it. Because we can't put the detail into anything, because we don't have it tonight. So I don't think that there's anything that can be done tonight without more information, and I don't think we can get the sufficient information tonight to get to that point.
Gotcha, okay.
Go ahead.
If I'm not mistaken too, in addition to the design, the appearance and the type of materials, we also need to see on that essentially like site plan, if you will.
How much is in the
Yeah,
right of way?
the handrail and the stairs, how much it goes into the right of way, like that needs to be drawn onto, the rendering.
Like
so
getting your survey.
because that ends up
Yeah.
being tied to the indemnification
Yeah,
agreement.
because you know what part is in the right of way.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, okay. But if I go through all that detail, like get a contractor or architect, design all that, is there a chance you guys would reject it after that?
Yes. It's simple. It's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's always the chance of that, yes.
Okay. What can I keep in mind to try to avoid that?
Well, and part of the
Look
issue
nice.
is that you're gonna be talking to a different group of people when you do it because of the changeover in terms. So I don't know that anyone here can tell you
There's two.
what they're going to, what they're gonna think. So, and I don't wanna speak for them as to what they think.
Where does the right of way begin on this picture? At the ring sign, or further down?
It's from that second line up there.
Because from that aspect to answer your question, your safest bet would be to end the project before the start of the right of way, right? That's your guaranteed option. But then the closer you get to the road, obviously, that's when more concerns come up.
Yeah,
You know?
that's where it's needed though. Like if
Yeah.
you look at the driveway, it's the steepest right there.
But there's no guarantee, but I think as long as you're working with the city, I mean,
Yeah.
the
But-
city's intent is to be a partner.
Wyatt, can I ask you one additional question?
Sure.
If you're talking about stairs in the right of way, in the public right of way, does that then have ADA implications?
ADA, yes.
Right, if it's in our right of way, they have to be ADA compliant.
Yeah, the stairs, they have to conform with the building code.
Right.
Now, in terms of ADA, if there were a sidewalk there, whatever sidewalk crossed over it would have to still conform with ADA in terms of
Right.
cross-up and all, but there's not one.
No.
Yeah,
So the stairs themselves are not really an ADA.
right, but they would be, but the building code
But
would
the building code
govern
would
that.
determine, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
They can't go upstairs anyway, so, yeah.
No,
We understand, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't. Mr. Mayor, so would the appropriate,
I think the appropriate
Movement
motion
at
would
this
be to
point to
drop
drop-
this item
yeah.
and let him bring it back to the city manager, and I think that's the quickest way
Okay,
to get
motion
it,
to drop.
to get it handled.
Motion right.
If we don't, I think it's gonna delay it.
And
Just
this more than-
clear, sorry, go ahead, Councilor Nelson.
This more than anything protects your project, so that you get exactly what you're attempting to get when you come to us. So it's kind of a both ways, but just because it's in the right of way, you have to come before us. But with, the circumstances of the steepness, and I can't see it, but I understand that Jennifer is aware of how steep that is, and that's enough for me to, understand and want to look at it, so.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah, it's really just to protect both sides, that we're not doing something on city property that's not approved, and then, so that you get the project you want out of the results.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Counselor Sims?
I just had a clarification and follow up to Mayor White's comment, which is, so are we not expected to have committees on October 20th related to this?
Not unless we have to. I mean,
Okay.
if we have to, we will.
I just wanted clarification on
But
that.
yeah,
Okay.
part of it, part of the idea was to try to get these cleared so that y'all can sort of start with a fresh slate.
Okay.
Moving forward in November and hit the ground running.
I just wanted to confirm
I
based
don't
on the
think- I don't
time.
think there's gonna be a-
You could come to the council meeting on the 27th, and it has to be.
Right.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Okay.
But I mean,
Thank
I
you.
don't think we're gonna have a referral agenda on the,
We don't expect to.
we're not expecting to have a referral agenda on the,
Like you said, if something comes up that's time sensitive, we will, but otherwise, we're trying to let the next council
yeah,
handle
clean the agenda.
from a clean start, particularly given all the changes with it. And I think this item's probably gonna take longer than that anyway, so
Okay.
that's why I say that it's probably easy. It's probably quickest on him if it's dropped so that he can go ahead and start talking with Mr. Adams about it. And that way it gets handled quickly with the next council.
Okay, so when do I come back then?
You talk to Mr. Adams about that, and it depends a little bit on when you get everything done.
Okay.
And the fourth floor has looked at it and thinks that it, meets ADA and code and all the rest of the stuff.
Likely
that
to
it
be the
needs to.
second Monday in November.
Okay.
All right, so we had a motion from Counselor Nelms to drop, do we have a second?
Second.
Second from Counselor Harden, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, so 5-0 to drop that. Then we have 280925, request permission to close the road, through Brookwood Village through April of 2027 for construction of the Andrew Sports Medicine Facility from Kevin LaVoy. We did get an email saying that the applicant wished to drop
Yes,
this at this
They
point.
would like to withdraw the request at this time and then come back later.
Okay. Do you, just for clarification, since it's on here and it sounds like it's going to come back, I'm just curious,
Yeah.
are they talking about just that general pathway that went between the
That's
restaurants and the
Yeah,
mall
that's a
itself?
road, that's our road.
Got
It's
it.
a legal road that we actually
Goodwill
own.
Lane.
Got it, okay.
What's
Isn't
it
that
called?
right, Mike?
Okay.
We own the road.
Okay.
Seems weird, but there's a road there that we actually own.
Sure, just for the record, I know there's a lot of people that walk, jog, bike through there, so,
Village Lane.
so I just wanna be on the record as saying I think there would be some concern from residents for closing it.
They just gonna have to wait.
And I don't know that, I
It's
don't
a
know
cut
that we,
through.
Yeah.
It's a cut through.
well, I mean, it's for pedestrian access at this point too, and so, you
Yeah,
know.
we got a path right down there by the thing.
By the road.
I just wanna go on record as saying, I have concerns about it being closed.
You on the
We're
record.
not gonna have a full dialogue on it right now,
You on the
but,
record. Move to drop.
Second.
alright. Motion to drop by Counselor Gear, second by Counselor Sims. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Alright, 5-0 to drop. And with that, we stand adjourned.